All right, let's dive right into this explainer. Look, if you're building with artificial intelligence today, you already know the magic is real. The potential of these models is absolutely incredible. But you also know the dark, hidden secret of AI development, right? Actually getting these brilliant models to interact with your real-world data is an absolute nightmare. So today, we are going to demystify this chaotic reality of connecting AI to external tools, and we'll explore the breakthrough standard that is finally actually fixing it.
It's messy. Honestly, that is the understatement of the year. If you've ever tried to integrate an AI model with your internal tools or, your proprietary data, you know exactly what this means. Every single API behaves differently. Custom code is required absolutely everywhere, and the moment a model gets updated, boom, your fragile connections just instantly break. You end up spending way more time playing plumber than you do building actual AI features.
Which leads us to a pretty massive question. Why is it so incredibly hard to make AI talk to your data? I mean, we've been connecting software for decades, right? Well, the fundamental issue here is that the tools we've relied on for all those decades just weren't built for how artificial intelligence actually works. They are quite literally speaking completely different languages.
So, to break this all down, here is our roadmap for today. We'll start with number 1, the messy AI problem. Then 2, what exactly MCP is. 3, the architecture and mechanics. 4, traditional APIs versus MCP. 5, a real-world personal assistance example. And finally, number 6, why folks are calling this the HTTP of AI. Let's jump in.
Starting off with Section 1, the messy AI problem, and exactly why our standard integrations are failing us right now.
Currently, trying to make a model reliably use your external resources means hard-coding every single endpoint. You have totally different API behaviors for every tool you use. Connections randomly break on model updates, completely ruining your weekend, by the way, and ultimately you just get really unreliable model communication. Why? Because you're trying to force a dynamic, reasoning AI into a rigid, static, old-school box. It leaves you with a deeply brittle system that is a total nightmare to scale.
Which brings us to Section 2. What is MCP, the new open standard that changes the game?
To solve this massive roadblock, Anthropic created a powerful new paradigm called the Model Context Protocol, or MCP. And what's wild is that it is rapidly being adopted across the entire industry. Basically, MCP is an open standard. It acts as a shared language for connecting models to tools, data, and context in a highly consistent, structured way. So the crucial takeaway here is that MCP acts as a universal translator. It gives models a safe, structured way to discover and use functions, datasets, and documents without having to know the underlying implementation details of each one.
Moving right along to Section 3, architecture and mechanics. How does this protocol actually work under the hood?
To really understand the mechanics, we need to break the communication down into two main sides. First up, we have the client. The client is the intelligence itself. This is your language model or agent system. Think of Claude, the Gemini app, or an agent you built that actually wants to perform a task. The client simply fires off standard requests like, hey, list available resources, or call this action.
And on the flip side, we have the server. This is the environment exposing your capabilities, your database, your file system, your internal company wikis. But here is the truly interesting part. When the client connects, the server doesn't just dumbly respond with raw data. Instead, it actively advertises its capabilities. It tells the client what resources exist, what actions can be taken, and what inputs are required, all using a clean, structured JSON response. The model doesn't need to be pre-programmed with every API endpoint. It dynamically discovers them on the fly.
Through this back-and-forth dynamic communication, the protocol defines 4 main resource types that a model can discover. First, you've got tools, which are actual actions the model can invoke, like searching a database. Second, prompts, which are reusable templates guiding model behavior. Third, resources, which are pieces of data and state, like a text document. And finally, context, so external info like recent chat history. Together, these 4 elements seamlessly form exactly what the model can see and intelligently use, enforcing a totally consistent schema.
Let's transition over to Section 4, APIs versus MCP. This is where we really see the paradigm shift. Now, you might be thinking, if we have APIs, why on earth do we need MCP? Well, it all comes down to who the consumer is. Traditional APIs were designed for programs written by humans. They require you to already know exactly what you want, they're deterministic, and they rely on incredibly precise requests. But a language model, it just doesn't work that way. MCP is built for models that reason. They're probabilistic. They need to explore, clarify, and reason about uncertain inputs before they know what to do.
MCP bridges that gap perfectly.
And I want to be super clear here. Actually, let me underline this. MCP is an abstraction layer above APIs. Your traditional APIs aren't going anywhere. Your server might still use REST or GraphQL under the hood to execute tasks. But the beauty is, the AI model never even sees that. It only interacts through the uniform, structured MCP schema to handle discovery, validation, and execution. Basically, MCP just makes your existing APIs model-friendly.
Okay, Section 5. Let's look at a personal assistant example to see MCP in action and really solidify why this matters. Let's say you're building an AI personal assistant. In the old world, you would have to manually integrate the Google Calendar API, the Notion API, the Gmail API. You'd be writing separate glue code for every single service. You'd spend hours handling authentication, rate limits, and bizarre edge cases. And to top it all off, you'd have to rely on ridiculously long, fragile system prompts just to teach the model how to use those specific endpoints without crashing. It's honestly exhausting just thinking about it.
But now, let's look at the MCP way. It's a completely different ballgame. You simply build or install compliant MCP servers for the calendar, notes, and email. That is it. The model connects, the servers advertise their capabilities, and the model dynamically discovers the tools and then successfully reasons through these chain steps on its own. Step 1. List the events from the calendar server. Step 2. Grab the meeting summary from the notes server. Step 3. Send the follow-up via the email server. It figures out what to use and in what order entirely on its own.
And that brings us to our final section, Section 6, the HTTP of AI, and how this is unifying development entirely.
There is a growing realization in the developer community right now, and it's a big one. The same way that HTTP completely unified the web, MCP is already beginning to unify how models talk to tools. This is a massive shift, guys. By creating a standardized, safe framework, MCP basically removes the friction from AI development. You expose your system once to the MCP standard, and suddenly, any compliant AI model in the world can understand and interact with your tools intelligently. Because this is undeniably becoming the new shared language of artificial intelligence, it leaves us with one critical thought. The ultimate question for every serious developer, engineer, and tech leader watching this explainer right now is this: how will you adapt your systems to be MCP aware? The foundation of AI development has officially shifted. So, are your tools ready to speak the new language?